So this 12-year-old died protecting Jesus. Crazy statement, I know. So let me explain. Saint Tarcisius was a young boy who lived in 3rd century Rome when being a Christian could get you killed. He was an altar server and was chosen during Mass to bring the Eucharist to imprisoned Christians. Since he was just a kid, he'd draw less attention, right? Except while he was on his way, the ops pulled up on him. A group of pagan boys stopped him and bullied him, demanding to see what he was carrying. However, Tarcisius refused and clutched the Eucharist to his chest as they beat him to death. However, the Eucharist was never found on him, and many believed that it was miraculously protected. Pope Damasus I even compared him to Saint Stephen, the first martyr, and rightfully so, because he did what many wouldn't. Where most would walk away and abandon Christ, this 12-year-old stood on business and laid down his life for the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. But here's the thing, Tarcisius also didn't die for a symbol, but for Jesus himself, placing a further emphasis that from the very beginning of Christianity's history, the Eucharist was not viewed as just a symbol, but as Jesus himself. So what are you willing to sacrifice for the Eucharist today? Pray on it, and if you're willing to share, drop it in the comments. Follow for more, and God Almighty bless you always. Mwah.